Guys, finally got this figured out. We got MOV in the house. What's up? Thank you so much, MOV. I really appreciate that. See you later, my friend. Skunk Blunts, what's up? I understand, my friend. Have fun at your golf league, my friend. What's up, Catherine? All right, we got Tanya Marie. I hope you got the tattoo video from Anthony. My mother, Debbie. Tanya, I asked Debbie where that video was located, and I didn't see her answer. Where is that video located? Because I have not seen it yet. If you could help me out with that. What's going on, last lap logistics? Oh, it's on Instagram. Gotcha. Thank you, Tanya. Gail, what's up? Jamie B, what's going on? It is hot here in South Carolina. Kathy Harris, what's happening? What did you eat when you are traveling? Mainly just like yogurt, protein shakes, fruit, things of that nature. Lynn Talley, what's up? Yes, I am live today. Destro Kincaid, LD, you look awesome, brother. I've been waiting to hear from you. Thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate you saying that. Good to see you today, Destro. Ivan K, what's going on? I completely understand, my friend. Dara G, what's going on? It's good to see you as well, Dara. Pam, what's up? Yeah, prayers for Slayer. I just spoke with Slayer earlier. Richie Rich, what's going on from East Africa? Good to see you, my friend. Thank you so much, Kathy. Island Girl, what's going on? I'm doing well. It is hot here. Good Lord, it is hot. The heat index on Saturday was 114 degrees. What's up, my crew? Good to see you today. Phil C, celebrating 6 weeks, no alcohol and cigarettes today. I completely understand, my friend. When I smell them, they always smell so good. Yeah, Kathy, it's horrible. Anthony Medina, what's going on, my friend? Kathy said it's hot here in San Antonio. I imagine so. Danielle, it's hot in BC today, 35 degrees Celsius. What does that transfer to Fahrenheit? I'm not that great with Celsius transfer to Fahrenheit degrees. Debbie said, what's up, LD? Tattoo is awesome, and I hope you have seen it. Debbie, she just told me exactly where it is. She said it's on IG. I sent you a message back the other day and was asking where it was at, and I didn't see your answer back. But she told me where it is. I'm going to go on there and get it now. Anthony, the problem is that my Instagram has been completely overrun with trolls and spam and all kinds of stuff. I'm going to have to go on there now and scroll through it and find it. I didn't know you sent it to my Instagram. But as soon as this is over, I'm going to go on there and check it out. Actually, I might go on there right now and look at it. Catherine said it is 95. Linda White, what's up? Tony says she's horrible at social media. Hey, I'm horrible at social media myself. Let me look at this picture. There's so many messages on here. Hey, Anthony, what's the name that you posted this to me under? I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to find this picture. So, darn it. So many messages on here. I'm sorry, guys. I was trying to find this picture. Corey, hi LD from LSU. Hope you're doing well. Enjoy the AC. Absolutely. Thank you so much for being here from LSU. It's on your channel, Anthony? Okay. Sheila, it's 98 degrees in your part of South Carolina. Yeah, I don't know what the temperature is out there right now. It's hot. Mud for Blood, 35C is 95. Wow. What's up, Karen? Thank you so much, Anthony Medina. I'm gonna go on there and check it out. As a matter of fact, let me do this. Sorry, guys. Anthony. Trying to find your channel here, man. I thought that's it. Alright, I'm not seeing it yet. I'm gonna click on it, Anthony, as soon as I get a second. It's a video, both videos, the reaction to your video and the tattoo video. Okay, thank you so much, Anthony. Ivan K, just want to use the opportunity to express respect to ULD. Thank you. Thank you so much, Ivan. I respect you too, my friend. Thank you so much for being here. Absolutely, Anthony. I'm going to check it out as soon as this is over with. This has been, like, I couldn't figure out exactly where it was. I've looked, too. I've had other people look as well. Bailey, great to see you, too, my friend. Micro said, sipping on my raspberry lime, spindrift, sparkling water, trying to stay hydrated. I completely hear that. Rexadid, hi there. I watch all your videos. Thank you so much, my friend. Oh, no. Pat M. threw up blood today, going to ER tonight. I'm in deep doo-doo at this point. How are you throwing up blood before it became serious? Pat, as soon as I threw up blood, I went to the ER immediately. As soon as that happened. You definitely need to go speak with the doctor about that ASAP. Especially if you're throwing up blood, my friend. I would get there as soon as possible. Because they can put, if you are bleeding somewhere they can get to it, they can put bands on it. And they can stop it. I'm sorry that's going on, my friend. Robert Hall, 94 in Ohio. Wow, that's hot. Jersey girl, what's going on? Glad to see you too. Gail said it feels like 97. Toasty. I got you, Danielle. Thank you so much. Yeah, I wasn't sure what it is in Fahrenheit. Kelly G, what's going on? Thank you so much for stopping in to say hello today, Kelly. So good to see you. Soul Rebel said, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you, so please don't take my sunshine away. Thank you, Soul Rebel. Jeff said, how has your day been, liver disease? It's been good. As a matter of fact, I went to the dentist this morning, and I got my partials back. I got my teeth again. That little bar right there, that's part of my partial. I'm sorry, I'm spitting over here. That's part of the little clamp that clamps my partials in. So I got them in the top and the bottom. Angie, what's up? Good to see you too, my friend. Triple Hennessy, hey liver, how's it going, buddy? Cheers, chat. What's going on, Triple Hennessy? Good to see you, my friend. Thelma, greetings from South Africa. Lots of love. Lots of love to you too, Thelma. Rex it is said, have you ever tried alcohol-related dreams, nightmares when you're dealing with withdrawals? I feel like it's something that's not usually talked about. Yeah, I have. I've spoken about that before. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to do a video this week talking about some of the experiences that I've had going through withdrawal. So, yeah, I have. It's scary stuff. I have hallucinated before in withdrawal in the past. Jerry said, did they give you a colonoscopy to make everything okay in that area? I was planning to schedule one. Jerry, they have asked me if I want to have a colonoscopy, and I told them no. I already got enough health problems. It's like, at this point, I don't want to do that too. I know I need to, but I haven't. Pat said, I feel terrible. Well, good luck, Jerry, on your colonoscopy, my friend. I hope everything turns out okay. Pat M, I feel terrible. I'm going now. This is stupid to wait. Thanks for all you do, brother, leaving now. I hear you, Pat. Hey, please let me know what happens when you go, my friend. That's the best decision you can make, is just going ahead and getting this checked out right now. Jeff said, you got those today? Nice. Yeah. I had to give them back to my dentist so that they could add another tooth. to replace that tooth that they pulled like 2 weeks ago. Ty, what's up, Ty? Good to see you, my friend. Sweeney Todd, looking good, my friend. Sending lots of love as always. Thank you so much, Sweeney Todd. Sending love right back to you, my friend. Julie, hello, good to see you and everyone. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much, Julie. I am doing great. I hope you are as well. Nick said, have you been keeping in touch with Slayer? Has he been? I know he's been struggling. Nick, as a matter of fact, I was on the phone with Slayer for a few hours today, earlier, before this live. He's doing okay. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't hop in here in a little bit. Danielle, 6 years sober, had a tumor removed from liver 3 weeks ago. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope everything's okay with it. What ended up happening with that? Or is everything okay? Karen says Slayer been having a rough time. Yeah. Thank you so much, Kelly. I'm sure he will definitely appreciate the prayers. Jerry said they say colon cancer is the most preventable if they catch it early enough with colonoscopy. Yeah, I would imagine so, Jerry. It's just one of those things where it's like, I already have enough, like, serious health problems. I really don't want to have another one. But I know I need to be responsible and get it checked out. V. Rees, hey, fam. Shouts out from the Portland VA hospital post on transplant surgery day 8. Oh, that's so awesome. How are things going with that? TN Crumpets, hey, LD95 in Northern VA today. Spent the day inside painting, crafting, and laughing with my 6-year-old daughter. In a past life, I would have wasted the day getting wasted. Thanks for all you do. I completely understand what you mean by that, TN Crumpets. That is so cool. It's so awesome when you're like spending the day hanging out with your kids, playing games, instead of just being wasted drunk and creating those memories. Intermedia Comms popping in briefly to say hello. Well, thank you so much for popping in to say hello, my friend. I hope you're doing well today. Jeff said, yeah, I hope Slayer's good. Yeah, he's good. Sen, greetings from Finland. Thank you so much for being here from Finland, my friend. Triple Hennessy sobriety is hard to accomplish. That it is, my friend. James Parker, withdrawal was 2 weeks of nightmare for me, and still get a few from time to time after all these years. Never fun. I completely understand what you mean by that, James. Intermediate comms is Adam, by the way. Not sure why my name has changed. Oh, okay. What's up, Adam? Good to see you, my friend. How's the pancreas been doing these days? I got you, Triple Hennessy. Nick, thank you for all you do. I'll watch every video you make, and it really helps. Sending love to you and your family. Thank you so much, Nick. Sending love to you and your family right back at you. And thank you for watching every single video. I'm sorry I wasn't here for that live yesterday, but I was not feeling well yesterday. I took my kids camping this weekend, and yesterday when we were packing up to leave, the people that were camping right next to us, there was an ambulance over there taking that guy and putting him in the ambulance. I don't know what happened to him, but I would imagine it was heat related. I got so sick yesterday. Island girl, y'all have to come to Topsail Island Beach. I'm feeling good and can take care of you and your family. I'll cook. Thank you so much, Island girl. I'll definitely have to take you up on your offer. Mina, 33-year-old lady, just got diagnosed with thyroid cancer. Spread to lymph nodes. Hard not to hit the bottle like a monster. I'm so sorry, Mina. I am so sorry. E-biker, what's going on, E-biker? Good to see you. Jerry, I really don't want to have a colonoscopy either. I get it. I don't want to know all, so just the whole idea of it, yeah. I'm right there with you, my friend. Gail, he had a colonoscopy a week ago. Feels good to be cleaned out until you eat again, LOL. And that's not as bad as everyone says. Yeah, my dad's had a bunch of them done. It's one of the reasons I need to get one done is because he's had polyps removed, and they said that I needed to have one done at 45, and I'm about to be 46. Jeff said addiction seems like a disease to me for sure. I 100% agree. I think so as well. Gypsy King, what's up, LD? Shout out from the upstate of South Carolina. I love the channel. Thank you so much, Gypsy King. You're up in Greenville, right? Or is it Spartanburg? Morales Motors. Hey, it's my birthday today. I'm also 5 years sober today. Well, happy birthday, Morales Motors. And congratulations on 5 years of sobriety. That is awesome. How old are you today? Karen said medical problems are hard to take when it stacks up. Sorry, I mean, it is. Danielle, okay. But doc says likely get more tumors. I'm fine. Still happy I quit. I remember the withdrawal. I'm sorry to hear that, Danielle. I hope that there aren't any more tumors. But yes, the withdrawals are crazy. Intermediate calms, panic is okay. Just had blood test results and finally liver function tests are all in the range. Just waiting for my HbA1c number. Chronic pancreatitis is rough, but thankfully stable at the moment. That's good to hear, my friend. I know all about the chronic pancreatitis too. I deal with it every single day. It sucks because you have to be so careful about the food that you eat. Triple Hennessy said, you mean a lot to me, bro. Liver and I resonate so much. Thank you so much, Triple Hennessy. I really appreciate that, my friend. Gypsy King said Greenville. That's what I thought. I thought we had talked about that the last time. I love Greenville. I have kayaked down that, what is the name of that waterfall? Is it the Reedy Falls? I kayaked down that waterfall one time with a friend of mine. Island Girl, you know, you're feeling great and asymptomatic. It can turn to cancer so fast, and I live with that fear. This is Debbie, by the way. Gotcha, Debbie. Irish Check, what's up? If only for today, I am unafraid. Thank you so much for being here today. Zach Woodard. Love you, man. Hope the heat over there hasn't been too harsh on you guys. Love you too, brother. It's been hot, but it's all good. It's summertime in South Carolina, and we're about to hit hurricane season here. I don't know if we're in it yet, but it's about to happen. I'm not looking forward to that again. Jeff said alcohol withdrawal is one of the worst things a person can go through as far as drugs and alcohol. It's absolutely awful. Yeah, it is. Trust me, I know. It's one of those things, you know, you get in it and you know that if you have a drink, it will all go away. And that's one of those demons that's so hard to fight against. Power double, man, I can't stop going back. Going back to it, I keep trying. I understand. I did the same thing. Just keep trying. That's all that you can do, is just keep trying. I love the fact that you're still trying, because I gave up eventually, and a lot of us do. And my V said, my family hears me every night listening to your channel, and they're so happy for me and my recovery. So thank you, buddy. That's so awesome. Thank you so much for letting me know that, MOV. I'm so glad that your family's so proud of you. That's so awesome. LD number 2, what's up? Good to see you today. But thank you so much, MOV. I really appreciate that. That is so awesome to hear. And that's so awesome that they hear you listening to the channel. And they know who I am. That's so cool. Cowabunga, 107 days today, bro. It's 170 degrees outside today. Wow. Congratulations on 107 days sober and 107 degrees outside. Jeff said how it tricks us to come back every time is crazy. It is. And we always get that idea in our head that I'm just going to have one, or I'm going to have 2 or 3 on Friday. And this time I've got it. I'm not going to drink like that this time. And, you know, a couple days later, you're waking up and you don't even remember what happened the night before. Danielle said colonoscopy is not as bad as people say it is and should be done to get polyps removed before they get bigger and start bleeding. Thank you for sharing that, Danielle. Stephanie Lake, what's up? Good to see you today. Homebody, what's going on? Hey, LD question. How do you go about talking to your kids about your struggle with alcohol and anything they might face? It's a good question, Homebody. Number one, my kids, you know, my youngest son saw me in, you know, the peak of my addiction, but he doesn't remember a lot of it. But basically, a lot of the time, I bring up a lot of stuff from the past, you know, talk about, you know, I'll ask my kids, do you remember when Dad used to stumble around the house and all that kind of stuff? And I just talk to them basically every single day about it and how That genetically in our family, we have a lot of people that have problems with AUD in the past, present, and that, they're susceptible to ending up that way and not to try it. I just tell them all the time, just don't even try it. Adam Reeve, switch accounts. Chronic pancreatitis comment was from me. Gotcha. I hope you're not too bad. I can see you're a bit nauseous, I think. Adam, you would be right, my friend. I am on my 4th nausea pill today, and it's been like that all weekend. Ever since Friday, it's just been horrible. Sorry, the pancreatitis is still acting up, my friend. I hope it gets better. I'm sure you deal with the nausea like I do as well. Joseph, you're looking good, LD. 94 in Fresno, California. Stay cool and enjoy those chompers, bro. Thank you so much, Joseph. I just texted my wife earlier and said we got to get steak this weekend. I haven't been able to eat anything but like yogurt and pudding and jello and stuff like that for the past couple of months. What's up, Craig? Good to see you today, my friend. Thank you for hopping in. Irish Check. If a few words can support people, we can all do it. Thank you so much, Irish Check. 100%, my friend. I really appreciate that. Denise said, I haven't touched alcohol since the 19th of September, 2023. That is awesome. You're coming up on 2 years. That is what's up, Zach. Never let a relapse let you look down on the amount of days you are able to stay straight sober. You are 100% correct, my friend. And we often forget about that and forget about how far we came with our sobriety. You've got 2 years, whatever it is, 600 days in that one day, and we let that drag us down. But that's not the case. You got to think about all of those days that you did stay sober. That's a really good point. Regina, hi there, LD. It seems like it's crazy hot everywhere. I'm in Wisconsin, and it's been so crazy hot and humid here for such a long time. I'm so sorry to hear that, Regina. And you would think Wisconsin would be cooler this time of the year, too. D said transplant is not good for the weak. I'll tell you that. Getting sober is not for the weak as well. Had to go in twice, once for the transplant removal and the second time to find a blood clot. Brutal. I'm sorry to hear that. I know all about those blood clots. Did they get the blood clot cleared out? Where was the blood clot at, V? But recovery is looking up. That's awesome. Jeff, do you think it gets harder to quit the older we get, or easier because of the consequences? That's a good question, Jeff. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know the answer to that. I would think that it probably would get harder to quit the older we get. The more, the further in that we've been drinking and associate more and more things with alcohol or whatever the substance is. Stephanie said, nice to see you too. Thank you so much, Stephanie. Irish Check, you're a great father. I have a friend who never touched a drop because of what he was warned. Thank you so much, Irish Check. That's awesome about your friend too. That is good to hear. I hope that my kids don't ever touch it just by our conversations. Homebody, hope you feel better, buddy. Good you had time with your boys. Congrats on the teeth. Happy for you. Thank you so much, Homebody. I'm so excited that I finally got my partials back. Jeff, hats off to the real young people trying to stop because there's no way I could have. Me either. I tell Slayer that all the time, that I'm so proud of him for, doing what he's doing at his age, because I couldn't do it at that age. I wasn't even thinking about it at that age. DOC, how many years did you drink heavy? Define what you mean heavy. I drank probably 20 years. But like a half a gallon of vodka heavy every day, a decade. I was drinking a case of beer, through my 20s every day. Chris O'Connor, hello from Ireland. What's up, Chris O'Connor? Good to see you, my friend. Hugh Janus. Okay. Thanks for getting me to call that out. Your videos have been really helping me. Thank you. Well, I appreciate that. You got me with the name there. Moonshine Stud. Hey, I hope you're doing great. Thank you so much, my friend. I hope you are too. Moonshine Stud is from Morocco. LHM, hot in Idaho. Love you, LD. I love you too, LHM. Sorry it's so hot in Idaho. It's hot everywhere. Craig said turn on the AC for the first time yesterday. What? Our AC's been on since probably April. Irish Jack said in Thailand, it is so humid. We get breathing warnings. Wow. Yeah, I've been in Chicago in the summertime, and it is hot, especially downtown in the city. My brother used to live in Chicago, and we went to the Navy Pier one day in the middle of the summer. Man, it was hot. Denise said, luckily I gave up before any liver damage. That's awesome, Denise. Mary Angel, what's going on? Hello, LD, good to see you. I was doing good and then relapsed today. I seen that Slayer relapse too. Terrible poison. I'm so sorry to hear that, Mary. Well, thank you so much for being here today. I hope that you can hop back on that wagon again. Power Double said, hey, hangovers, man, they just feel like anxiety and you're going to die. I know exactly what you mean. I used to feel like that every single day. Explore Me. Hey, caught you live. Hello from England, London. What's up, Explore Me? Thank you so much for being here. Jerry said to Jeff's question about getting harder with age. I think that's true. The chains of habits are too lightly to be felt until they are too heavy to be broken. That's a really good point. I'll walk the Surf City Bridge every day. Connects mainland to the island and 4,000 feet long. One way. I'm determined to walk and exercise. Never thought I could do it. Check out the bridge. I sure will. That's so awesome, man. I know what you mean, Alan Girl. You know, when you start getting you got to get out and start doing things. And it's great to get outside and exercise. Rob Nagy. Hey, man, I'm super impressed and inspired by you. Thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate you saying that. Thank you so much for being here. Danielle. Hey, man, watch all of your videos. I have cirrhosis of the liver. But I am 245 days clean. That is awesome. Congratulations, my friend. 245 days. That is awesome. Marius, I relapsed with wine last week one time, and my stomach did not agree with it. I'm sorry, Marius. Yeah, wine. That's one of the reasons I never drank wine was because it never agreed with my stomach either. Explore Me, your videos help me big time. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate you letting me know that. Doc, are you big into juicing now? I have a buddy living with LD as well. He has started a juicing business now. Seems to be working really well for his health. DLC or Doc or however you go by, I do juice, as a matter of fact. And I really like to juice with celery and apples. Juicing, it's just so much work to do, and there's so much cleanup. I probably need to get a new machine. I've got one of those really old ones that the old infomercial with the really old guy that wore the jumpsuit, and I have one of those juicing machines. I probably need to get a new one. Jeff, but it's sad to look back in my 20s. A lot of it was a blur. We don't get them years back. I got some stuff to do. I'm out of here. Love you, liver disease. Love you too, Jeff. Thank you so much, my friend. And you're right. Regina says, so glad Slayer keeps trying, and I hate to see him so hard on himself. Yeah, thank you, Regina. I appreciate you saying that. We've had many a conversation about just that, and the conversations that we have is I've when he's had that happen, he's relapsed. I've told him, that sharing his story is so important for other people to hear because it gives other people hope, and they know they're not alone, knowing that they've relapsed as well. Manu, hello from Spain, drinking a bottle of wine daily. Been trying to give it up for some time. So frustrating. I understand, Manu. I completely do. Keep hanging around and watching, my friend. I hope that something I say or a video might do something. I don't know. Just keep hanging out here, my friend. Jamie B, I'm in Illinois too. Hot as Haiti here. CJ, hey bro, watch your videos every day. Keep me going. Peace, my brother. Thank you so much, CJ. I really appreciate you being here, my friend. CHX Fit 95. Damn, I caught you live, bro. Sending love from Greenville, South Carolina. Thank you so much, my friend. My fellow South Carolinian, Destro Kincaid. I'm from Cottageville, South Carolina. It's burning hot. Where's Cottageville at? I've never heard of that before. BM, do you know why they never prescribed you pancreatic enzymes like Creon? They actually were in the process of doing so, BM, and then my pancreatic specialist left. So now I've got another appointment with another pancreatic specialist. Hello? Yeah, I'm in the middle of a live. I gotta call you back. All right, bye. But anyway, I've got a new pancreatic specialist that I'm going to go see October the 3rd. So hopefully I'll get placed on my pancreatic enzymes then. Danielle, LO on the steak. I'm down to 5 teeth and looking forward to my first T-bone in 2 years. I am 66 and I think it's a little easier when old. I drank 26 ounces of vodka every day for 40 years. Finally quit. Wow. Congratulations on finally quitting. And I know exactly what you mean about the teeth. I've lost so many at this point. Mushan Stud. I usually drink once a month. What do you think of it? Mushan Stud, I think that if you're comfortable with that and you don't think it's a lot and you don't think you have a problem, it's just once a month, you're probably okay. I mean, alcohol is not good for you at all. I would suggest not drinking at all, but if you're comfortable with it and you don't think it's a problem, it's up to the individual. LD number 2 said, lovely. I used to live in Chicago 14 years. Oh, cool. Deborah, hello, LD. I'm from Texas, and this is my first time on the live chat. I've been following you for over a year and a half. You ever afraid that one of your kids will try alcohol one day? Are you afraid? Okay. Yes, I'm very afraid of that, Deborah, and I hope that they don't. Thank you so much for being here and posting a comment today as well, and thank you for being here for a year and a half. Yeah, I'm very afraid that they will, and I talk to them about it just about every single day. E-bike rider. I love Slayer. Good guy. I found him because of you. You're both great guys. Thank you so much, my friend. He is a great guy, Brandon. Been here since your first video. I'm glad you're getting the recognition you deserve. Thank you for all the help through your videos, man. Thank you so much, Brandon. I appreciate you being here since I started. That was a long time ago. I was just telling Slayer that this morning, or this afternoon. I was like, I can't believe this channel is as old as it is. I swear one of the reasons I stopped drinking is because it hurt my stomach. It used to hurt my stomach so bad too, Stephanie. Susan, God bless LD. God bless you too, Susan. Chimp Shock, my son is battling this demon. Turned him onto your videos. Thank you, sir, for your inspiration. Well, Chimp Shock, I'm so sorry that your son is battling this as well, but thank you so much for turning him on to the videos. I hope that they help. Island Girl, gotta run. I listen to you when I walk, and you help me so much. Love to all. Stay sober, guys. Not worth it. No, it is not. And thank you so much for being here, Island Girl. You have a great rest of your day. Denise, has your liver disease improved since sobriety, LD? I mean, I still have decompensated cirrhosis. So no, it hasn't. But I mean, I'm still living and just trying to live as healthy as I possibly can. Some days are good, some days are horrible. It just depends on the day. Like this weekend, I felt horrible all weekend, and I'm still not feeling great right now. But I might wake up tomorrow and feel fine. It just depends on the day. I just live day by day and enjoy the good and try my best to enjoy the bad. Jerry, the problem with juicing is you miss out on all that good fiber, which helps heal. Yes, the fiber is very important. Kaylin, I worked all weekend. I am hanging in there. I do have a lot of support at work. That's good to hear, Kaylin. I'm glad to hear you're hanging in there, too. How's the restaurant treating you? Carrie Meadows. Hey LD, haven't been able to be on a live in a long time. You are important. Thank you so much, Carrie. Over the counter culture, that's true, Jerry. The cleanup isn't bad either when you're just using the blender smoothies are the way to go. I drink a smoothie, well, a protein smoothie every night before I go to bed. Micro, everyone hit the like button on top. Thank you, Micro. You bike rider. I really do love you, brother. Big love from England. I really do love you too, e-bike rider. I love everyone here. Thank you so much, my friend. And big love to you from South Carolina. Mario said, I can recommend NAC though. I've seen a lot of stuff about that NAC here recently. A lot. Susan says, hot in Fort Worth, Texas. I would imagine so in Texas. Sethy, so funny. Most people with cirrhosis I've met have not lost hair. I'm the only one with thinning hair. Huh. I'm sorry that you lost your hair, Sethy. Or Seth. Craig said, man, I always thought it would be so cool to have a wine cellar, not foreseeing the danger of using it. Yeah. If I had a wine cellar, it would be empty with no wine in it. It would just be empty wine shelves. Josh R, hey LD, what's your opinion on milk thistle? Just dropping in, man. My doctor told me not to take it. My doctor's, well, it's my GI doctor, and he's a really good doctor. What he told me and what I've heard other people say too is the milk thistle actually makes your liver work harder. And he told me not to take it. I've spoken with other doctors that have told me not to take it too. I think it just depends on the individual. But my personal opinion, just by speaking to my doctors, is that's not a great idea. But to each is their own. Adam Reed, you should almost certainly be on Creon or other PERT. I've been on Creon for a couple of years. It helps with nutrient absorption. It's used for EPI, in my case, exocrine, pancreatic insufficiency. Okay. Thank you, Adam. Yeah, and I've had a lot of deficiencies in vitamins and stuff like that. So I definitely need to get on those. Stephanie, did you know Wisconsin is the highest record for women binge drinkers? I did not know that, Stephanie. You just taught me something new today. Be somewhere behind my right lung. Thank God they caught it because my HGB has dropped. But all major organ levels are going in the right direction. After that second surgery, they caught it. That's good to know. Kim Akari, hey there, I just got on. Almost forgot. Thank you so much for being here, Kim. Mushin Stud, after I watched some of your videos, you changed my view towards alcohol. I'm really thankful to you. I am seriously considering quitting alcohol once and for all. I really appreciate your content. Thank you so much, my friend. That's so awesome to hear. I hope that you do quit. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't lead anywhere good. Destro, Kincaid, Cottageville, South Carolina is near Somerville. Okay, I got you. Thank you for letting me know that, my friend. I've never heard of that town before. Last Lap Logistics. Watch your videos every day when I settle down. Huge help your videos have been for me. Truly appreciate what you do, brother. Thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate you being here every day. Slayer Sober. Much love to everyone here. Just wanted to pop in fast and say, hey, I get an update up today. I'll get an update up today. Okay, cool. Thank you, Slayer. Good to see you again, brother. A bunch of people were asking about you earlier in the live, man. And I told them that we were talking for a couple hours earlier today. Homebody said, I have one daughter who's never tried it, and she's 30. My other 28 does drink occasionally. Great job, LD. It's important you keep talking about it to them, for them to know that they do listen. Thank you so much, Homebody. That's good that you have one daughter's 30 has never even tried it. Your other one at 28 drinks occasionally. I'm sure you'd like that they don't drink at all, but just occasionally, that's not bad. Thank you for sharing that, Homebody. I'm glad that your kids don't drink like that. Hey, Robert Vinny McFace. Good to see you today. Sent my own way. How old are you? I'll be 46 in October. Ivan K. I don't know if I have LD. I feel like poop every day anyhow. Go speak with the doctor, Ivan, and just ask for a blood panel and just start out from there and see what they say. Slayer sober. Love your brother. Our phone talks are always great. Reach out anytime, my friend. Thank you so much, Slayer. I love you too, man. And I absolutely will. Robert Vinny McFay said, thanks for all your videos. I admire your honesty big time. Thank you so much, my friend. You're so welcome. B Reese, I'll probably be here about another 4 days before discharge. But I will be definitely in the Portland area for at least 6 weeks for check-ins, blood work, and med management. Meds are crazy. I would imagine so, V. I talked with I did an interview with that guy Will, the Willpower podcast. He was on here once. He had a liver transplant and he was talking about, all the medications that you have to take, especially the medications that you have to take to keep from your body not wanting that liver in there. I can't remember what they're called. CJ, you help me with your channel every day, man. Your voice relaxes me. Your accent, LOL. Love from Liverpool, bro. Thank you so much, CJ. I really appreciate that. Love from South Carolina, my friend. Angie, hey, LD, I was originally decompensated, but now have been recompensated. Is there any chance you could be recompensated again? I don't know. They haven't said anything about my liver changing in any sort of way or anything. So I don't know, Angie. Now with the tips being included and all that stuff, I'm sure that's causing some of my numbers to look off as well. Tanya, wish you did tour so people can meet you and give you a big hug for all you do. Thank you so much, Tanya. As a matter of fact, last October we were going to have a meetup up in North Carolina, and then I ended up getting hospitalized when we were supposed to be up there. I plan on trying to do that again here at some point. Fyodor, have you ever looked into fasting? I have, my friend. I fast all the time and not intentionally. Adam said, lost a lot of my hair, Sethi, though mine's down to pancreatic insufficiency and nope to milk thistle if you're decompensated. Thank you, Adam. Sorry that you lost so much hair, too. Yeah, my insufficiencies have caused all kinds of problems with myself as well, especially my dental health. Slayer said, we aren't big into wine until we are out of everything else. Always ends bad. Let's stay sober today, y'all. It's funny you say that, Slayer, because somebody else was just talking about that earlier, and you and Slayer and I were having that conversation earlier about how we don't like certain alcohols until we run out of our favorite, and if we've got whatever it is laying around, like I never was into whiskey or bourbon, I just didn't like the flavor of it. But if I was out of everything else, you better believe I would drink it. Lord Spike Protein, subscribed this past weekend. First time here. Unfortunately, something has to give. Liver disease is not fun. Alcohol is very tricky and sneaky. May God continue to bless you with your challenges. Thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate you subscribing, my friend. And liver disease is not fun. Danielle, my 35-year-old son, just went to rehab 2 days ago. He was drinking and then got into drugs and was doing coke and drinking. I'm so proud of him. I will let you all know how he makes out. Thank you so much, Danielle. I'm sorry that your son is dealing with that, but I'm glad that he went to rehab. I hope that this sticks. Patty Moody, I love you, man. I love you too, my friend. Jerry said, do you tent camp or trailer camp? So I tent camp most of the time, but this past weekend I borrowed a friend of mine's camper. For any of you guys that were here last summer when I posted up that video when I went camping at the lake, and that dude was playing the guitar and singing that song by the campfire. We were camping in his camper that time. I borrowed his camper this past weekend. Triple Hennessy said mental health is so important. It is very important. VREs, my GI and transplant teams have also said to try to stay away from natural supplements like milk thistle and stuff, and definitely don't take anything until you speak to your docs. Absolutely. There was a story about a year ago about this young lady in Texas. She was taking supplements. She was a cheerleader for like a football team or something. She ended up having to have a liver transplant because of those supplements. And I just saw a story just the other day of a lady that was taking turmeric supplements and ended up having liver failure because of it. Chef Monty, 4 days sober, was a chef for 22 years, had to get out of that mess. Hey, Chef Monty, congratulations on 4 days sober. That is awesome. I was a chef for 26 years, and the same thing. I had to get out of that mess myself. Had to. It's hard to stay sober in that environment. Wings, hey y'all. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm doing great. Thank you for being here, Wings. Triple Hennessy said, awesome, chef. MW, how are you doing? I'm doing great. Thank you, my friend. Wings said, LD, 28 days and getting better every day. Your channel saved my life. Congratulations on 28 days, Wings. That is so awesome. Thank you so much for saying that, my friend. Thelma said, you look like you are dressed warmly. A majority of the houses don't have air conditioning in South Africa. Only fans. In summertime, we can never dress like that over here. We'll die from the heat. Yeah, I got shorts on and I've got a hoodie on. There's nothing underneath of it. It's a really thin hoodie. Trust me, it's 75 degrees in the room that I'm in right now. Triple Hennessy LD has such a great perspective upon life, for real, and experience. Thank you so much, my friend. Craig said MU. Yep, that's it. Immunosuppressants. That's it. Thank you, Craig. Marius. Would be awesome to meet up in Sophia, North Carolina, and Jonathan, David, and Melissa Helser and get some worship music and beautiful scenery. Jonathan David. I don't know who that is. Is that like a church up there? Slay? Hey LD, I've been sober for 4 months now, and I'm finally confident in staying that way. I watch daily and appreciate the content. Congratulations on 4 months, my friend, and thank you so much for being here. That is so awesome. I really appreciate you watching every single day. Homebody, my husband has been able to have a whiskey collection since I stopped drinking. I drank everything in my house. Got 5 years sober with your community and help. His collection is pretty nice today. Thank you for sharing that, homebody. Yeah, I could never do that. There is no way I could have a whiskey collection. I would have just drank it all. Janet, I am glad he's getting help. My 35-year-old son passed away in 2020 of cirrhosis. I'm so sorry to hear that, Janet. May your son rest in peace. I am so very sorry. Over the Counter Culture. Have you watched any new movies recently that you've enjoyed? Happy Gilmore 2 wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Over the Counter Culture, I wish I could say I've watched a good movie recently, but I haven't. My wife and I have been hooked on junk TV now for like the past month. I don't even want to say it's embarrassing what we've been watching, but it is like so captivating. LHM, whatever happened to your horse? The horse is actually doing good. He's still kicking it. Back there in the backyard right now, we've had to really stay on top of the health and feeding, and like we have to wash the hay to get all the dust off of it when we feed it and all that kind of stuff. And like It's a lot of like making sure that we're regulating the feed. So like we have to put his hay in a hay bag. There's a lot of stuff we're doing, but the horse is doing good. Thank you for asking. And I remember you talking about that camping trip. With the counterculture, the only time my liver enzymes have been dangerously high is when I was taking too many supplements. I also developed a cyst on my liver. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Thank you for sharing that too. Yeah, those supplements, they're not regulated at all by the FDA or anything. Who knows what's in those supplements? Jerry, the donate button is gone on YouTube, FYI. Thank you, Jerry. I appreciate you letting me know that. Adam Reed, anyway, signing off as 11:50 here in UK. Hope you're starting to feel better. Thank you so much, Adam. Yeah, I'm feeling better. That what is it even called again? The nausea medication. It makes me so tired. It's the nausea has gone away, but now I'm like getting that really groggy, sleepy feeling. But I get that every time I take that nausea medication. I'd rather be sleepy than nauseous. Tony, hope you're doing good. Thank you so much, my friend. I hope you're doing well, well as well. Marius, yes. Deborah, would it be too dangerous to remove your pancreas? Also, smile. Is the horse okay? The horse is okay. And Deborah, they've been talking about removing my pancreas now for like the past 2 years. It might get removed. So no, it's not too dangerous. It's something that's been conversation now for quite some time. It's probably going to end up getting removed at some point. They've been talking about putting me on pancreatic rest for like 3 months with a feeding tube. I've had all kinds of things they've talked about doing. Lori Kobe, you are the reason I don't need NA or AA. Thank you, LD. Oh, thank you so much, Lori. I really appreciate you being here. Wing said, "Come on, what have you been watching?" All right, I'll tell you guys. I've been hooked on that show, Love After Lockup or Life After Lockup, whatever it is. Oh my gosh. Some of that stuff has been like, I know it's fake and it's trash, but it is so captivating and entertaining, I gotta say. If you guys have never seen that show, I'm telling you, it's on Peacock, and they've got like every single season on there. We're on season 4 right now. I think we're about to finish up season 4, but we are just hooked on that show. Olivia J, hey LD. What's up, Olivia? Good to see you today. Joanne Beach, hey LD. I missed the beginning. My mother is hospital, in the hospital, so I'm on and off social media. I'm sorry to hear that, Joanne. I hope your mother's okay. Thank you for hopping on today. Suzanne, after excessive alcohol, the brain goes numb. I see it in others that have drank since 14 till present. Yeah, thank you for sharing that, Suzanne. Craig, LD, tell about that dog, Nugget, that didn't cut it on your farm, LOL. Oh, talk about Nugget. Yeah, Nugget didn't make it because Nugget nipped at my kids' faces. That was our first Kimmer Cur that we had. Now we have Peaches, which is Nugget's sister. Nugget was just a little bit too rambunctious for us. Jerry said, everyone please visit LD's GoFundMe to support. Thank you so much, Jerry. I really appreciate that, my friend. Triple Hennessy said, I worked in a bunch of restaurants. Pretty stressful. It's a very stressful environment. And not to mention, there's alcohol everywhere. I mean, everywhere. It's in the kitchen. You're cooking with alcohol. You're pouring wine on everything. I mean, we cooked everything with wine. And, brandy, vodka sauces. On top of it, people are rude and mean. And it's just not a great environment to be in, especially if you're trying to get sober. Micro said, I love that show, LD. I'm glad I'm not the only one who likes that show. Homebody said, I'm traveling, and have you guys seen, they have Beer on tap in the convenience store of the hotels. You buy a band and pour yourself out. I have not seen that, homebody. Lindy, quick hello. Thank you for the quick hello, Lindy. Good to see you today. Homebody said, I'm going to watch that LOL. Oh my gosh, you're going to get addicted. I'm telling you. Kim, LD, are you taking digestive enzyme prescription? Why would you consider a new pancreas if it's still working some? Kim, I'm not considering a new pancreas. They would just remove it. And no, I'm not on any digestive enzymes at the moment. My pancreas has a lot, and I mean a lot of problems. I've got cysts all over it, pseudocysts. I've had growths on it. It's shrunken in half. I've got necrotic tissue on my pancreas. It's a bad situation. And my doctor's worried that, that I might develop the C word. Suzanne said, I love that show too. Triple Hennessy said, life after lockup. Nice, buddy. Yeah, there's two of them. There's love after lockup and life after lockup. They're like both the same show. I don't understand. Angie said, that's an awesome show, Life After Lockup. Another good one is the Ohio Murders. I haven't seen the Ohio Murders. I want to check that out. Is that on Peacock, Angie? Jersey Girl, hey G, just wondering when you took your boys camping. Please don't tell me you were in a tent. LOL, I remember camping in hot weather and it was brutal. No, we were in a pop-up camper. And it had a little portable AC unit in it. Little floor unit. Triple S, he says, so true, LD. Justin Warren, I used to work in the liquor department, and that was a terrible idea. Glad I left years ago. I just hit 1 week sober today. Thank you for sharing that, Justin, and congratulations on 1 week of sobriety. That is awesome. That first week can be brutal. It's a tough one, that first week. Mike said new season starts on Friday. LOL. I did not know they had a new season starting on Friday. Like I said, we're like on like season 4, I think it is. It's getting closer to like now. With like the first couple of seasons are like in the middle of COVID. Triple Hennessy said people want what they want and they don't care about us. True LD restaurants. Yeah, very true. Susan, when you're young and work second shift, the only thing to do is go to bars. I wish they had more to do at night for the people that are up at that time. What's your opinion? Yes, very, very true, Susan. At the same time, if they had more stuff open for people to do late at night, that would mean that those people have to work late at night too. So I don't know how I feel about that. I think that businesses should close down at a certain time. Like, I don't think anything should be open past midnight, honestly. Kim Macari, I didn't know that. I'm sorry to hear that, LD. I don't remember what we're talking about. But thank you so much, Kim. Jolly Bird. I was a chef for 20 plus years in the first place. I went after leaving work was the off license. I was at 1.5 bottles a day until I stopped. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you so much for sharing that, Jolly Bird. First place I went after I got off work was to the bar. If I worked late, Marius, I like watching true crime, XP. I'm a killer on Netflix, for example. I've never seen that. Justin Warren, thanks, man. Your videos really helped me. And yeah, the first week is tough. You're so welcome, my friend. Yeah, that first week is really, really difficult because keep going. Like, you keep thinking to yourself, if I just have a drink, all of this will go away. Triple Hennessy, sometimes they don't even tip. Yep, no, they don't. Jersey Girl, that's cheating. Pop up in there, that's a wimp, LOL. All right, Jersey Girl, now you were just telling me that you hope I wasn't in a tent, and now you're making fun of me. Oh, there is no way I was going to sleep in a tent. If you didn't hear me talking about it too, Jersey Girl, the people that were camping right beside us were in a tent. And when we were packing up yesterday to leave, an ambulance pulled up, and we're taking whoever that was off in a gurney. I think it had something to do with the heat. My crew, yeah, Love After Lockup season 6. So you guys are almost caught up. So okay, so season 6 is the new season, or is it season 6 was the last one before this new one? Trouble Hennessy said got a tip 20% at least. My crew, it's entertainment only. It makes me go on some of the scandals. Yeah, my crew. I think some of it is. I think like a lot of it. I'll say 70% of it. I think is actually true, but I think a lot of it's made up, and they just do it for the drama. But it's just a funny show to watch. Triple Hennessy for the effort. I hate pears. Hi from Mother Russia. Hello, I hate pears from Mother Russia. Thank you for being here. All the way in Russia. That's so cool. He said maybe 25. Angie, well, I love y'all. This is an awesome community. Look forward to talking with you all in the comments, but I have to dip out. Much love to all of you. Thank you so much, Angie. I love you too. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for hopping in today. Danielle said, gotta go. Stay sober. Keep trying. Love to you all. Thank you so much, Danielle. You have a great rest of your day, my friend. Latios Corradon. Hey LD, I hit 90 days. I broke my last phone. Couldn't handle my sober emotions. I was cycle, waiting to get a new phone. Hope all is well. Thank you so much for being here, my friend. And congratulations on 90 days. I'm sorry you broke your phone, but I know exactly what you mean about that, because I still deal with fighting those emotions, especially anger. It's one of the hardest ones for me to handle. I do the same thing. I'll break things myself. Susan said, it would be nice if bars closed at midnight, maybe. Not so many hit and runs. Yeah, for real. Stephanie Marshall, thank you for doing these videos, LD. You're so welcome, Stephanie. Thank you for being here. Jersey Girl said, I heard you say that about your camp neighbor. Yeah, I don't know exactly what happened, but it scared me because, like I said, I was feeling horrible too. I was about to flag that ambulance down and tell them to come pick me up too. I'm not kidding. I had to call my wife to come out there and help me so that we could leave. I couldn't do it on my own. Indy Coley, trash TV cooks our brains, and I'm fine with that. Yeah. I don't watch much TV. The only time we watch TV is like at the end of the night, right? Like as we're laying in the bed about to fall asleep. That's the only time I ever watch television. Justin said the weekends I'm off. So those are the most challenging days, and I keep reminding myself of what you said. Do I really want to go back to that downward spiral of uncontrollable drinking? I'm glad to hear that my voice pops up in your head when you're thinking about that, because that's all it's going to go right back to, is that uncontrollable spiral. First you think you can have one or two, and you do it the first day. Day two, you might have control of it, but at some point it gets back out of control again. And then you're looking back 6 months down the road going, I wish I had just stayed sober. Zach Woodard said, I'm a tractor guy, and I heard you talk about working the yard with One Hope. You don't mind me asking what brand you got out there? I love the New Hollands. I've got a Yanmar. Heard you talk about working the yard with one. Yeah. Yeah, I do a lot of stuff with my tractor. It's not a real big one. I'm not exactly even sure what the horsepower is on that thing. But I've got a box plate on the back. And it's got mechanism in the back as well. So I could put like a bush hog back there, or a little mini excavator, or any of that kind of stuff. And I've got, of course, the bucket on the front with the quick release. So I could put, other things on there. But all I have right now is a bucket and a box blade at the moment. Those little parts for the tractor, like different like implements and stuff, are so expensive. I really want to get a hay spike for my tractor, but I've got to find one on Marketplace or something that's a good deal. I'm not going to buy one of those brand new. See, I always try to tip heavy because I know how much work goes into feeding people at the restaurant. That's awesome. Thank you, my friend. And Zach, yeah, New Hollands are super nice tractors too. I like those as well. David, what's up, my friend? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well today, man. Hope you had a great weekend. Over the counterculture. Were you a fan of Ozzy? I was and still am. I'm glad he got sober and made it to 76 after such a wild life. Me too. And he really like got things cool with his family. Like they really loved him a lot. Jay Hildebrand, 2 years sober on Thursday. Congratulations. That is awesome. Congratulations on 2 years, my friend. Triple Hennessy said, incredible human being, Ozzy. That he was. He had a great voice. Justin Warren, exactly. You can't bargain with it. There's no winning. No, there is not. Because we always go back to either what we were drinking before or more. Mary said, I am watching that show too. Love it. Just curious, what all animals do you have? My daughter has a small farm too and has a couple of rescue horses. That's cool that you're watching that, Mary. We have horses, goats, chickens, cats, dogs. And we used to have pigs, but my wife got rid of the last of the pigs this weekend. We sold the last of them. We decided we don't want to have pigs anymore. It's cool your daughter has rescue horses, though. Horses are so cool. Jersey Girl, gotta go also. I love the live videos. I love you and everyone out there. Have a great week. Doobie is on his way. Thank you so much, Jersey Girl. You have a great rest of your week and have fun with Doobie. Love you, my friend. Craig said, was Ozzy sick? Yeah, he was. Triple Hands, he said, rest in peace. Mac Miller as well. Love that guy. He had Parkinson's, yeah. Hey! Hey! Give me 1 second, guys. I hear my wife doing dishes, and she just walked in the door, and I'm gonna do them. Hey! I'll do those dishes after I get done with this live. Don't worry about them. Just leave them. You can go ahead and feed your animals. I'll do those in a little bit. Sorry about that, guys. I could hear her washing dishes, and that's my job. Zach said, hooking up bush hogs are definitely a job to include the kids, although those things can be tedious. You are not kidding. And a pain in the butt. You really needed another person to hook up a bush hog or something like that, especially to get the mechanism to connect. David said, I had a great sober weekend. Thanks. That's awesome. Insect art. What's going on, my friend? What's up, Ron's mom? Good to see you today. I hope you had a great weekend. Taco, dude, I watched your videos about all your warning signs before you knew you had cirrhosis. And I realized I was going through all the same issues, and it helped me quit. Wow. That is so awesome, Taco. Congratulations on your sobriety, my friend. I really appreciate you being here and watching the video. I'm just glad to hear that that video helped you realize it was time to quit. David said, Mama, I'm Coming Home is my favorite Ozzy song. Mine too, man. That is my favorite song. That song makes me tear up every single time I hear it. And when he did that his last concert, this last one he just did right before he passed, where he was sitting in the chair doing the concert, man, that was really emotional when he sang Mama, I'm Coming Home. I watched that. Gail said, I saw Sabbath twice. First time in 1971 when Ozzy was a young man. Glad your house is good too. Thank you so much, Gail. Oh, my horse. Thank you. Justin Warren, thanks again, LD, for what you do. I'm going to get back to work now. Have a great day and keep the positive inspiration. Much love. Thank you so much, Justin. You have a great rest of your day at work, my friend. Susan, love and bless everyone here on this channel. Sober times are better one day at a time. Pray for everyone. Thank you, Susan. Love and bless you too. Double whammy. Hey man, watching your videos 3 months now after my third DT and finally quit. Thanks for making these vids. Man, congratulations, my friend. That is so awesome. I'm sorry you had to go through the DTs. That is some scary stuff. But I'm glad that you got sober. Congratulations. And thank you so much for being here, Stephanie Marshall. Oh, such a good guy for doing dishes. Thank you, Stephanie. It's my job. I'm not going to let her do them. She's been at work all day, too. Triple Hennessy, such a nice guy, liver, my boy, no worries. Thank you so much, Triple Hennessy. Mary Angel, my daughter has a goat named Jim. He is really mean to everyone but her. So funny, he will chase you. Yeah, they'll headbutt you too. Triple Hennessy said, wish I could turn my life around. You can, my friend. I promise you, you can. If I can get sober, anyone can get sober, and that is the truth. I never thought that I would ever be able to get sober, ever. Susan, you bless so many people, and so many people, so happy people are quitting and doing so much better. Thank you so much, Susan. Kevin Hostetler, hi LD. What's up, Kevin? Good to see you today. I hope you've been doing well, my friend. Elizabeth Barman, Ozzy has been my favorite since I was 12 years old. His passing was traumatic for me. Rest in peace. Appreciate you, Chef. Prayers for Slayer right now. He's really struggling. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. Yeah, Slayer, I don't know if he left, but he was here just a little bit ago. Definitely going to be praying for him tonight. David said, yeah, I saw that last concert. That was powerful. It really was. Especially for a guy that was like so crazy and wild in all of his concerts. And to see him at the end having to sit down like that. Or the kind of culture, I'm glad he got the recognition and praise that he deserves before he died. Amazing concert it was. Triple Hennessy Ozzy is a legend. He sure is. Kevin, LD, how do you deal with the life stress when you stop drinking? I think the best thing that I've done for myself, honestly, Kevin, is stay as busy as I possibly can. My hands are never idle. I think that's been the biggest help for myself that I've ever done is if I don't have anything going on, I find something to do. During the day, I just start like pulling stuff out. Like I'll get up in the morning, drink my coffee, and then I walk outside and just start doing something. And then before you know it, I've got 20 different things happening, and next thing you know, my day is over with, and I don't even like, I didn't even think about anything. But that's, staying busy has been the biggest help for me. Triple as he said, I'm OCD and depression, and I always want to drink and blaze. I completely understand, my friend. I same way. I don't know if I'm like necessarily fully OCD like that, but like I like my stuff to be clean and organized. And if I walk into a room and it's a mess, it'll like make me panic. And I deal with depression too. Tyler P, hey LD, love your vids. You've mentioned that you would frequently drive while drinking, but thankfully never got a DUI. Do you think you would have quit sooner if you had picked up some DUIs in the past? Tyler, that's a good question, and thank you so much for saying that, my friend. You know, I don't know the answer to that question. I think that maybe it would have done something for me if I'd gotten a DUI. But I just don't know. I really don't know. I do know that if I'd gotten health problems sooner, I would have quit. Had I have gone to the doctor and had my blood work done, and they had, you know, looked at my panel and told me like your liver's about to fail on you, it would have scared me and I probably would have stopped. I wish I had gone to the doctor way sooner instead of waiting until I got sick. Thelma, my son and his male friends streamed the Ozzy show live. They all cried like babies in the end. Thank you for sharing that, Thelma. Kevin, Ozzy died. I didn't know that. Did it happen today? I loved his music. It happened like, yeah, he passed. It was last week, like on Thursday, Wednesday or Thursday. James, I watch all your programs at 4 a.m. each morning here in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Feed my cats so they leave me alone so I can watch the show. That's so awesome, James. Thank you for being here and watching every single day at 4 a.m. Zach said, headed out for the night, LD. It was really cool to catch you live. Thanks infinitely for your daily vids. They supplement my AA meetings. I'm very grateful for them. Have a great night. Zach, thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate you saying that. And I hope you have a great night, my friend. Thank you for hopping in and being here on the live. And you are so welcome. I really appreciate you watching the videos to supplement for your AA meetings. Yep, Ozzy died a few days ago. Slayer said, I just hopped back in. Actually, they just don't make music like Sabbath and Zeppelin anymore. And it's sad. Completely different time in life, yeah. What scares me is quitting smoking after 52 years, thinking I get sick. I think people I've known who got sick after quitting kind of like you did when you were sober. I'm sorry, Kim. Susan, do you have a hobby for inside when it's hot? Yeah, Susan, I do. I do some things inside. Like I'll come inside and clean, or find a project that needs to get worked on. But a lot of times, if I come inside, I'll read if I'm in the house. Gail Flora, that's true. Slayer also saw Zeppelin 78. Kevin said, I don't follow much news, Triple, but yes, I did like Sabbath. Triple Hennessy, appreciate your thoughts, LD. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. Kim said, I recently quit for a week and started freaking out when I was sweating a lot. More than ever, so I bought a pack. I understand. Brendan, been following you for months. You're a true inspiration and an example of what it means to be a real man. That's so nice of you, Brandon. Thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate you being here, first of all, and thank you so much for the kind words. I really appreciate that, and thank you for being here for months. John Olivo, hey man, just wanted to let you know how much I appreciate your videos you post. You talk about real poop that only people like me really understand. Your videos help a lot, man. 23 days sober today, bro. John, congratulations, my friend, on 23 days. That is awesome. You're just a hair over 3 weeks. That is so cool. And thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you letting me know that, my friend. I really do. I spent far too many years living that life. I mean, my whole entire life was in addiction. Craig said Kashmir is a fave. Kevin, Ozzy was one of those that did kind of glorify drinking, though. I'm not saying it was intentional, but those old bands made it seem cool to drink and do drugs. Oh, absolutely, Kevin. They all did. Well, not everybody, but a lot of them did. Motley Crue. Freddie. Love your videos, LD. Thanks for everything. Thank you so much, Freddie. And thank you so much for being here. You're so welcome. Ozzy was a man no matter what. Deborah, tell your wife I think she's awesome. Also, check out Sober Start from England. He's really struggling with terrible anxiety, which hampers his reaching out for help with his sobriety. Deborah, I've seen him. As a matter of fact, I was just talking with somebody about him just the other day, and I can't remember who it was. I've seen Sober Start. That guy blew up really quick. David said, Ozzy lived a pretty long life considering his hard living. He did. LD. Number 2 said, your videos are my bedtime stories. Looking forward to them every night. That's so cool, LD. Number 2. Thank you so much. Nick LaFrance, what's up? 33 days sober, 4 drunken falls in 3 months were only one big wake-up call. And I also noticed that I wasn't taking as much alcohol as before to have blackouts. Wow. Thank you for sharing that, my friend. I'm sorry that you fell down 4 times, but congratulations on 33 days sober. That's awesome. 33 is like the number for the channel too, so that's pretty cool too. Triple Hennessy. What are the best methods to get sober? I think it depends on the individual. Triple Hennessy. I think it really just depends on the person. I think it depends on the person. I think it depends on the amount of alcohol, the frequency of the drinking. I think there's a lot of variables, that you have to consider as far as sobriety is concerned. I think it really just depends. I think if somebody can handle it, if they can handle the taper, I think that's probably the safest method to go to taper down. But that's almost impossible if you have AUD, because you go to taper and you're supposed to be at 10 beers that day, and before you know it, you've had a case. And then I really do think the tapering is one of the best ways to do it. But like I said, it's really difficult. Matt Benson said 58 days sober. I had normal liver enzymes a few months ago. What do you think about Tylenol? Congratulations, Matt, on 58 days sober. That's awesome. I'm glad that your liver enzymes are looking okay too. Tylenol, I take Tylenol from time to time. My doctor told me it's okay to take, just don't take it every day. And, don't take more than 1,000 milligrams in a day. If I'm having like a really bad headache or my stomach's hurt really bad, I'll take Tylenol from time to time. I think it's okay as long as you just don't take it a lot. It's one of those things, you take Tylenol once a month or something, it's not going to cause you any problems. James Murph, hey LD, Cement Sherbert here. What's up, Cement Sherbert? Still here, still killing it, still loving the work you're doing. Keep it up, buddy. Thank you so much, Cement Sherbert. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for still being here after all this time. Lazio said, CLD, wife is home. Thanks for the live. See you later, my friend. Give your wife a big hug, and thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Mary Angel, love and prayers for Slayer. Slayer, love and prayers for you, brother. Thank you so much, Mary. I know Slayer appreciates that. Craig said, I recall when Ozzy being interviewed said, who the heck is Justin Bieber? Slayer said, Bonzo from Zeppelin choked on his own vomit and passed away at like 32. Much love to everyone. Much love to you too, man. Susan, I know this is personal. I notice people that drink a lot spend a lot of time in the bathroom. Did you used to do that too? Susan, I talk about it almost every single video. Yeah. And I'm not embarrassed to talk about that. I used to be in the bathroom for hours every single day with diarrhea. Every day. And, I have a lot of liver problems and stuff like that, but if my liver's not acting up like really bad, I don't have those issues like that. Now if I'm having a lot of liver problems and my ammonia levels are high and I've got to take lactulose and all that stuff, my stomach gets wrecked if I have to drink the lactulose. But other than that, my stomach's a heck of a lot better than it used to be. Alcohol destroyed my stomach. The thing is that it kills off all the good bacteria in your stomach. And then it also promotes the growth of yeast and all kinds of bad bacteria. And they actually say, I can't remember who was talking about this one time, that they believe that the bad bacteria in our gut, because when you consume a lot of sugar and a lot of alcohol, those bad bacteria thrive in those environments. And they think that, that the gut is like the second brain. They found that the gut produces serotonin and, all these different, chemicals. But they think that what's going on is that bad bacteria is sending signals to your brain, telling your brain more alcohol, more sugar, because they feed off of that. It's crazy, like how they're so intertwined with each other. David, Ted Nugent is the only one of those old rockers I know who didn't drink or do drugs. Yeah, it's crazy too, because that guy's crazy, and you would think that he did, and he's sober. John Olivo, gotta run, brother. Looking forward to supporting you and your channel. Have a great night. Thank you so much, John. I really appreciate it, my friend. Kevin Slayer, I knew that about the drummer of Zeppelin. He binge drank at breakfast before the tour, and it killed him. He was a great drummer, but it had a bad addiction. He said lots of beer all the time and herb. Over the counterculture. Didn't Bon Scott die young from alcohol too? I'm not sure. Kurt, do you take any medication to help fall asleep? No, I don't. If I really like need to fall asleep, I'll take my nausea medication because it makes me pass out. So if I need to go to sleep, like I can take my nausea meds, it'll knock me out. But I don't really have problems sleeping. I'm asleep by 8:30, 9 o'clock every night. 9:30 usually, 10 at the latest. Every once in a while you'll find me up late, like replying to comments. But that's like when I'm like really trying to get caught up. But for the most part, I'm out every night. I don't really have problems sleeping. Cat soup. Have you ever noticed yourself becoming addicted to something else now? I have a very addictive personality, so yes. Yeah, absolutely. And it could be anything. I'll get addicted to working on something. If I'm building something, I can't stop thinking about it. I'll lay in the bed at night and I'll be thinking about it. It's the first thing I think about when I wake up in the morning. I can't wait to get back out there and start working on it again. It's just I become obsessed with things. Joanne's, yeah, I want something different now though. Bud is okay, but the beer's sick of it. I would just try stopping the alcohol. Speak with the doctor first. Siebert twins. What's the most you drink in a day? Oh my gosh. Probably a gallon of vodka. Poo poo. Hey LD, I just woke up, but I have sleep. Well, thank you so much for waking up and hopping on here first thing, my friend. That's so awesome. I hope you can go back to sleep and get some good rest, my friend. Susan. People say they drink so they can sleep. It does not help you sleep at all. Insomnia and stop breathing, coughing, and choking. Choking. How does that help you sleep? I don't understand. If you're referring to me, Susan, I don't drink to sleep. Deborah, I hope you have more than one bathroom. Yeah, we definitely have more than one bathroom. Nick said, I thought it was the only one here who listened to you at bedtime, lol. Something about your voice knocks me out better than melatonin I rewatch in the morning. That's so cool. I hear that all the time, Nick. That's so, like, crazy to me. Emergency water is the best. Insect Art said Candida overgrowth. Yep. Thank you for that. Holly Bueller. Love to you. Love to you too, Holly Bueller. Stephanie Marshall. I think you are so right about your brain and gut health. Thank you, my friend. Baby Reg. Hey, LD. Is it still as hot there as it is here? Heat index of 110 or so. Terrible. Yes, it is so hot here. I was telling everybody that the heat index this weekend was 114 degrees. I don't know what it is today, but it's hot. It's actually supposed to cool off this coming up weekend, though. I was looking at just a little bit ago. It says it's going to be 85 degrees this weekend. Kevin, music does influence how people view alcohol. It still happens. One of my favorite bands is a newer band, and the singer is a drunk. I used to think he was cool because of how much he drank. Who is your who is that band you're referring to, Kevin? If you don't mind me asking. Susan. So alcohol and sugar go together. What a combination of two bad things. Yeah, they do. David says some music is triggering for me. I just can't listen to the same way now that I'm sober. I'm the same way, David. There's some music I can't listen to anymore because I think about drinking every time I listen to it. Mary, I have had C. diff, which is a horrible stomach infection where the bad bacteria in the gut takes over the good, and it is deadly. I still can't eat right from it. I'm sorry to hear that, Mary. John Bonham, age 32, choke. Thank you, Craig. Guillermo Herrera. Guillermo. When you had other symptoms like water retention, what kept you going? Couldn't anything make you stop? When I had water retention, I actually started getting water retention when I was still in active addiction. I didn't know what it was, and I was too afraid to go see a doctor. It started in my legs. I started getting water retention, like around my calves and my ankles. I started noticing there, and then I started to get ascites. Still didn't pay much attention. To be honest with you, I just drank and just drank all of those thoughts away. Like, what is this? It doesn't matter. I'm just gonna get drunk. What ended up making me stop though, Guillermo, is when I ended up in the hospital and the doctor told me that I was about probably gonna lose my life. And they were going to try their best to save me. And right in that moment, I was like, man, I really messed up. And I decided that was it. I'm not going to go back. Kevin, writers are the same way. It's glorified that famous American writers were drinks. Bukowski, Hemingway, etc. It makes it seem like that we have to be a creative person. You have to be an alcoholic. Kevin, you're so right. And I can't remember who I was talking to about this just recently, too. About how many people artistically think that they need a substance like alcohol or something else in order to be creative. And you don't need that. I did a video about that a couple months ago, as a matter of fact, about, being creative and getting intoxicated and how we think that in order to get those creative juices going, that we need something to help us. And actually, it's the exact opposite. I've found that since I've gotten sober that I'm way more creative, and my imagination is so much wider now than it was when I was in active addiction. Kevin said LD, the band, is an indie rock band called The National. I'm gonna have to check that out now. The National. Where did I put my phone? I'm gonna look that up, Kevin. Thank you for letting me know that name of the band. Deborah, there have been a couple of comedians who have made a career about being drunk. W.C. Fields and Foster Brooks come to mind. Thank you, Deborah. Indy Coley, Bonham started his fateful night of drinking with 4 quadruple shots of vodka. Sounds like one of my nights. That's how I used to be every single day. Hey Greg, yeah, it's gonna cool off to a high of 82 or so later this week. It'll feel cool outside. Yep, for real. Sorry guys, give me 1 second here. Holly. You have a strong spirit. You are a great teacher. Thank you so much, Holly. I really appreciate that. Laramie, thank you, man. I'm trying to stop now. Your daily videos help me so much. I'd rather tea and watch you than drinking and feeling empty. Absolutely. Thank you so much for being here, Guillermo. I'm sorry. David Ernest Hemingway said he would write drunk and edit sober. Slayer said, I was in rehab with a kid who was seriously talented with the guitar and music. I told him F the booze because if he made that drunk sober must be amazing. Alcohol never makes anything better. 100%. Brandon Hunter S. Thompson was going wild too. Oh, yeah, that guy was always doing something crazy. Rock, hey man, I've been watching you for a while now, but never caught you live. Still struggling with addiction, but I like watching your vids and hope to slow down soon. Thank you so much for being here, Rock, and I hope you do too, my friend. I hope you stick around and keep watching. Thank you so much for sharing that, and I really appreciate you being here. Craig said W. Faulkner was a moody hard drinker. I believe Kevin, there's a ton. Daniel Singer, I'll watch you before I go to bed also. 100 days. Congratulations on 100 days, my friend. And thank you for watching every day, Tormented Gamer. So proud of this man coming from a friend and past employee. What's up, man? Thank you so much, brother. So Tormented Gamer on here. We used to work together back in the day. That's awesome, man. I'm so glad that you hopped onto the live, man. It's so good to see you, dude. This guy, Tormented Gamer, used to see me come to work every single morning after I've been drinking. Man, he saw me go through a lot. Much love back to you, brother. It's good to see you, man. Kevin, yes, partner is another one. LD, were you high functioning while you were drinking? My dad drank quite a bit and could work a lot, but it took a toll on his body. Yes, I was a very high functioning alcoholic. I would get up in the morning, have a couple of stiff liquor drinks, go to work, drink all day while I was at work, and then get off work, drink all night until I blacked out, get up and start and do it all over again the next day. Poo-poo, okay, I didn't sleep yet. I got to know the song in your intro. It's Wario Mortals. Yep, that's exactly it, Poo-poo. Slayer, I think he's consumed around the same amount that we have, which is wild. Also, a few days ago was the anniversary of Amy Winehouse's death. Never really listened to her music, but 27 years old and booze. Took her life, yeah. Your ex-best friend, God bless you, LD. I wish the best for you. God bless you too, your ex-best friend. I wish the best for you as well. Thank you so much for being here. Thelma, does anybody else know if Chris Cornell from the band Audio Slave was on drugs when he died? I don't know. Connie Howden, still hanging around listening to your stuff. Just wanted to say hello. The 6 will now be 7 months. Thank you so much, Connie. Congratulations on 7 months. That is so awesome. Indy Coley, you can easily Google Hunter S. Thompson's daily sleep and drug routine. It's bonkers. Yeah, it is. Jared, 299 days today for me, watching you daily. Congratulations on almost 300 days, Jared. That is so awesome. Thank you for being here every day, my friend. David Slayer, I had the same experience. I met so many smart, talented folks in rehab. It sucks that people feel the need to drink or use drugs to fuel their creativity. You know, David, it's funny you say that because that is so true. You'll meet some of the smartest people in rehab and in jail. Some of the smartest people in the world. Richard Kim, I've wondered how you were able to raise 4 kids while spending so much on alcohol because it's expensive. Kevin Slayer, yeah, Winehouse is another one too. So many of these musicians dying from alcoholism or drug addiction. Yeah, it's sad. Poo-poo, I'm in Stockholm and it's too hot to sleep in here. I'm sorry, my friend. Julie in the hospital after a head-on collision Saturday. I'm so sorry, Julie. Husband was driving and someone suddenly swerved right into our lane. So thankful we are okay. Son was with us, except I got broken ribs and bleeding. I am so sorry, Julie. I'm glad to hear that your family are okay. Sorry you got broken ribs. I've had all of my ribs broken, and I know how painful that is. You can't cough, you can't sneeze, you can't sleep, you can't lay on your side. All you can do is lay on your back. I hope that you get some relief here soon. Definitely get yourself a heating pad and some ice packs. That's always helped me out a lot. Nick LaFrance, Foster Brooks, someone is showing their age. Well. Freezing MXXN, 4 months, 23 days today. Love your channel. Thank you for what you do. Also, cannot believe you're in your 40s, man. You like you're in your 20s. Yeah, I'm on my way to 50 right now. Thank you so much, and congratulations on 4 months and 23 days. That is awesome. Homebody, thanks for the live. You're a good man today, LD. Glad you are who you are today. Love you, LD. I love you too, Homebody. Thank you so much. Yeah, with no AC, I can imagine, boo-boo. Tormented Gamer, I watch most of your vids you put out. Tell some people that struggle to watch your vids. Thank you so much, man. I didn't know that you watched all my videos, dude. That is so cool, man. I would say your name right now, Tormented Gamer, but I'm not going to say it. Like I said, this dude, Tormented Gamer, that's on here, we worked together for, man, 8 years, 9 years we worked together, somewhere around there. He worked at where I was a chef at my last job. Holly, thank you for sharing that with me. My dad did the same thing. He and get up with major heart problems though instead of liver. I'm sorry, Holly. Slayer, some of the smartest, coolest too, which is funny in a way. LOL. I've met some amazing people in recovery. Yeah, man. It's crazy. I think that majority of the people that are in addiction are extremely intelligent people. I think it's one of the reasons that a lot of people that are so smart drink and use the way they do is because they see the world a little bit differently. Maybe for what it is. Palermo said, I only became an alcoholic after working in the food industry. Any tips for other cooks, servers to avoid that? Don't work in the food industry. That's a hard one. Honestly, I think just not working in the industry. Maybe doing it when you're younger, but I don't know. If you don't have an addiction problem, it'd be fine. I would also, tell younger cooks, servers, any of that kind of stuff that like, if you plan on having a family one day and, you want to spend time with your family, you want to spend time with your wife or your husband and your kids, don't work in the restaurant industry. It's one of those things that's cool to do while you're in college, when you're younger. I mean, it's cool if you're a single person or if you are married to or in a relationship with somebody that's in the restaurant industry, that's cool too. But people, when you're in a relationship and you're the only one that's in that industry and you're married or in a relationship with somebody else, they just don't understand the life that you're living because you're always at work. Matthew, 620 days here. You've been here with me from the very beginning. Thank you so much. I love you, brother. Love this community. Much love. Be kind. Congratulations on 620 days, Matthew. And thank you so much for being here since the very beginning. I really appreciate that. You've seen me come a long way from that very first video. I looked horrible in that video. Indy Coley, all you need to do in this channel is change one life. And it sounds like you surpassed that number. I couldn't agree with you more, Indy. That's all I ever wanted was just one. And it seems like that's happened. Craig said, Guillermo, what is it with the food industry? Kevin, I've heard from non-addicts say that addicts are some of the most interesting, creative, strong-willed, and intelligent people they have met. It's not a flaw to be an addict. No, it's not. Thank you for sharing that too, Kevin. I couldn't agree with you more. Rock, any suggestions on how to start getting sober? I'm a high functioning alcoholic as well. Drink every day once I get home from work. Rock, I think one of the best things that you can do, honestly, is go talk to a doctor. And I'm not saying that to just say it. I'm saying that because I think going to a doctor and putting that into existence, that you have a problem, when you tell somebody, especially a doctor, and then they go and do the blood work and all that kind of stuff, it makes it real. And then you can work out a plan with your doctor on how to attack it, how to do it. Do you need to go through a medical detox, or should you taper, or could you just go ahead and stop cold turkey tomorrow? I think that's the safest and the best way to do it. That's just my opinion, Rock. I really think that just going and talking to a doctor and telling them the 100% honest truth is the best way to go. Tord Plus, thank you for what you do. It is really a public service. You're a sober warrior. Thank you so much, Tord Plus. I really appreciate you being here. Connie, yeah, I'm a legend in my mind. Yakatut, thank you for sharing the message. I was a binge drinker for 19 years, 2 years without a drop, not going back. Much love all. That's awesome, my friend. Congratulations on 2 years. Sin, hey LD, I'm glad I could catch her live. I've been working on sobriety for the past 4 years from alcohol, and I can safely say I've made it to another side. Made it to the other side. Your videos and an app was the catalyst. Thank you so much, Sin. I really appreciate you being here. And congratulations on 4 years of sobriety. I know it's a work in progress. I'm right there with you. Machine 82. Hey, LD, I got into a motorcycle accident, broke my leg, and ended up with a metal rod and plates. I'm proud to announce I didn't get addicted to pills. I didn't even finish my prescription. I was worried. That's awesome, Machine. Congratulations. I'm sorry you got into a motorcycle accident and broke your leg and ended up with a metal rod. I'm sure that hurt. So good for you for not taking a whole bunch of the painkillers and stuff. Kevin, I'm not saying that so you develop a big ego. I'm just saying it's okay. You're an addict. Most of us aren't bad people, and we have a lot to offer the world anyway. No, I absolutely 100% agree with you, Kevin. David, the financial industry can be toxic too. There's a lot of drinking drugs in that world. I worked in it for a few years and saw some pretty crazy stuff. Oh, I would imagine so. Like the Wolf of Wall Street, you saw what those guys were doing. Tormented Gamer said, 8 years, so many days watching you struggle. You are a great guy. I need to get together someday. Thank you so much, man. So that was, yeah, we worked together for 8 years, man. And you did. You watched me struggle every single day. I came to work every single day. And somebody was just Tormented Gamer, somebody was just talking about this. They were asking me about how my stomach used to be back in the day, and you were there. I was in the bathroom every single day for hours. In the middle of lunch, I'd have to run to the bathroom, and I'd be in there for 30 minutes, come back covered in sweat because there was no air conditioner in there. It was horrible. My stomach was always a wreck. All I ever talked about was how bad my stomach hurt. Every single day, my stomach hurt. I was always in the bathroom. I would have to go to the bathroom like 5 or 6 times in a shift. It was horrible. Debbie, LD, you have an awesome accent. We have Boston accent from Dracut, Massachusetts. Thank you so much, Debbie. I appreciate that. I like y'all's accent too. Nick LaFrance, I had a hairline rib fracture. The pain was excruciating. Depending on how I laid down or moved, I can't imagine how painful a full break is. Yeah, broken ribs are horrible. I've broken every single rib in my body at this point now. Holly said, great advice. Don't know who you're referring to, but thank you. Over-the-counter culture. Do you deal with pain throughout your whole body, or is it pretty localized to your liver and pancreas? it's pretty much localized to my liver and pancreas area. I get a lot of stomach aches. The problem is too is that when my pancreas starts acting up, I get a lot of deferred pain that goes to my back and in my shoulder, on my right hand side. When my liver is bothering me, I'll get this pain in my like right up here in my shoulder blade. Poo poo almost every morning. I listen to your videos when I drink my morning coffee. Thank you so much, my friend. Connie Howden, it has worked really well for me to look at alcohol as nothing but complete poison, because that's exactly what it is. Guillermo said change is a direction, not a destination. Thank you for your leading us. You're absolutely right, my friend. That's a great point, Guillermo. Kevin said, LD, how did you work around food when you were sick every day? Seems like a challenging job to do when drinking all the time. Kevin, I didn't eat when I was at work. This dude, Tormented Gamer, who's in here right now, used to work with me for 8 years. He'll tell you I didn't eat any day ever. I might taste something, but I never ate food. My stomach always hurt too bad. It was challenging. It was tough, especially when you got all this delicious food laying around. There would be filet mignon left over, ribeyes, all kinds of stuff, any kind of protein you could ever imagine. King crabs, lobsters, all that kind of stuff, and I never ate. Connie Howden, nobody would purposely drink antifreeze or any other thing labeled poison, so why alcohol? It's the same thing. You're exactly right, Connie. David said, ugh, back pain with pancreatitis is the worst. You are not kidding, man. Tormented Gamer said he was hunched over constantly. I remember you having bloody vomit and someone not letting you go home. Yeah, I wondered who that was, man. That sure enough. Hey, Tormented Gamer, you remember the throw up tomato tree? One day I was really, really sick at work. I came to work really hungover. And I used to throw up every single day. And I got to work one morning and everybody was hanging around outside smoking cigarettes. And we're out there smoking and I threw up on the ground. And like a couple weeks later, a tomato plant grew up right where I puked. I had been eating grape tomatoes that day. And it came back every single year after that. Susan said, people you work for don't appreciate you living in the bathroom either. I think this is why people that drink have problems at work with bosses. You're right. Down home, good for everyone trying to better themselves. I watch LD. Thank you so much, my friend. You were a chef, though. I was a chef. David. I was a chef that didn't wear a white chef coat and stand around doing this all day. I was a chef that wore a black chef jacket or a gray chef jacket and cooked every day, all day. I was on the line cooking with my guys. I wasn't the type of chef that told people just what to do. I was right there in the trenches working with them every day. David LaFawn, great point, Connie. Alcohol is one of the only things people drink in crazy amounts. Triple Hennessy, the best food, that Danko. I hear you sometimes. You want the buzz, yeah. Kevin said, I knew a guy who was a chef who was not an alcoholic, but he wasn't into the food he made. He told me he went home and just ate ramen. Hey, I'll tell you what, there are a lot of chefs, that's exactly what they do, though. You cook food like that all day long, that's the last thing you want to do is cook yourself something when you get home from work. So you just make something easy. Tormented Gamer said, oh my god, that tomato tree, lol. Connie said, I used to have a drunk manager. It was so annoying, lol. Tracy the Bueller, what's going on? Julie said, is the tomato tree still there? Julie, I don't know. I haven't been up there in a while, but I would imagine it probably is. It came back like 4 years in a row because the tomatoes would drop off of it and then, the seeds would fall on the ground and it would just keep coming back. Guillermo, did you give up on all vices or just alcohol? Do you still take part on anything else like nicotine or caffeine? The only thing I take part in is caffeine now, and I drink a lot of coffee. I'm not gonna lie about that. Every single day, I drink probably 5 or 6 cups of coffee every day. Homebody said the tomato tree, hilarious, very funny story. Thank you, Homebody. Yeah, a Homebody, that guy Tormented Gamer right there was there for that incident. Triple Hennessy, sous chef, head chef. I was the executive chef. Carrie Meadows said, love my coffee. Me too. Over the counterculture said black coffee is really good for your liver. It really is. There's been a lot of studies that have shown that it is very good for the liver. Rock, I really appreciate the advice, man. I also love the videos. It's helped me a lot to be able to relate to somebody who's going through the same thing. I'm currently going through. Much love. You're so welcome, Rock. And I'm sorry that you're going through that right now, but just hang in there, my friend. It does get better, and you can do it. I'm telling you, if I can get sober, anyone can get sober. I never thought it was going to be possible. I thought I was the only person in the world that drank the amount that I did. Tracy de Bueller. I have replaced beer with coffee. Me too. I have to. Triple as he said, that coffee is great, but tweaks me out sometimes. It doesn't bother me at all. I can drink a cup of coffee and go to bed. Tormented Gamer said, I still don't eat at work due to my addiction. And I've been clean and sober for 20 years. Man, I'm so proud of you. 20 years, dude. That's a long time, man. And what's crazy is that we'd be at work talking about it every single day about how you were sober. And I used to be so jealous of you, man, that you were sober and had gotten sober, and I didn't know how to get sober. I've talked about this on here too, about like how I would be jealous of people that were sober back in the day because I had tried so hard to do it and I could not get sober. Connie, that black coffee stuff you said you threw up. Watching a video of a guy like you, he said it's the lining of his stomach. No, it's blood, Connie. That the coffee grinds is blood. David said coffee is life. You are absolutely right. Carrie Meadows, even decaf is good for you. It's the coffee bean. I drink decaf, 1 cup of decaf a day. Rudy 2.0, 3 years sober, it gets much easier. Congratulations on 3 months of sober. That is awesome, and it does. It gets easier every day. Homebody said that's awesome, Tormented Gamer. Tormented Gamer said, for me, it was sobriety or death. Yeah. Same thing for me, man. If I hadn't got sober, I wouldn't. I mean, I would be gone. I'm surprised I'm even still here at this point. Kevin said, does anyone here like cold pressed coffee? I'm not a cold coffee person, just not for me. David said, I was jealous of sober people too, or people who could just control their drinking. Yeah, me too, man. I never understood it. I never understood how people could get off work, go home, and like not drink. I just did not understand it. Deborah, do people drink because they think it tastes good or just for the feeling? I think alcohol tastes very bitter no matter what it's flavored with. Deborah, I drank because I liked the taste and I liked the way it made me feel. And I can honestly say I enjoyed the flavor of alcohol. I loved the flavor of alcohol. Thinking about it now makes me sick to my stomach. As a matter of fact, I was just talking with Slayer earlier and we were talking about the smell of vodka and like how we can, like if I think about it, I can remember what that smells and tastes like instantly. Carrie, we're so glad you're still here. Thank you so much, Carrie. Homebody says sobriety or death for me too. I think that's for all of us pretty much. Sometimes I feel pretty unhealthy these days. Life's so stressful. I know. Brooklyn. Hi, LD. What's up, Brooklyn Mary? Good to see you. Susan Panjolda. Peer pressure is a lot of people's problems. To a certain extent, I agree, yeah. Especially when we're younger. Connie said, vodka smells exactly like rubbing alcohol to me. Me too. I can't stand the smell of it anymore. Triple Hennessy said, appreciate LD and everyone. Appreciate you too, Triple Hennessy. Kevin, LD, did your wife threaten to leave you during your drinking? I lost a relationship recently because of it, but it's okay. This is an opportunity for me to change. Kevin, yes, my wife threatened to leave me so many times I can't even tell you. I think that if I continue to drink, she would be gone now. David said vodka smell and taste gross. Brooklyn Mary said, I'm a huge supporter. Thank you for making the videos, LD. Thank you so much, Brooklyn. I really appreciate that. You're so welcome. Over the counter culture, I love the taste of beer, even the cheap stuff like natural ice. Yuck. Some dollar tall boys and a pack of cigarettes was like a peanut butter and jelly. Cigarettes and alcohol do go together like peanut butter and jelly. I agree. Tracy de Bueller said, I love a good IPA. Now I'm will have an NA occasionally with the hubby. Yeah, I was an IPA drinker too. Voodoo Ranger, the Imperial Voodoo Ranger was my beer choice. Matthew, I never thought I could ever quit alcohol. I drank until I had cirrhosis. I was blessed to transplant back in February of 26 this year. I feel better than I have in years, but I would not recommend. I completely understand, Matthew. I drank until I ended up with cirrhosis myself, my friend. That's what made me stop. Glad to hear you got a transplant, though, and you're feeling a lot better. That's awesome. Tormented Gamer said the smell of beer still makes me ill. Cooking with it makes quiver at times. Once an addict, always an addict, one day at a time. You're absolutely right, man. Always. And I think sometimes we get this idea in our head, or some of us do, it's like, oh, I've been sober for 5 years. I've got this figured out now, and people will go back. As a matter of fact, I told a story back last summer about this man who was an alcoholic or had AUD, and him and his wife got sober together, and he was sober for like 30 years, got his life together. They had like three daughters that were, like in their late 20s, early 30s. They had they had started like some sobriety group, and they were doing like charity work for people in sobriety. They were doing all this sobriety work, and the guy told his wife on his birthday, it was like his 60th, 66th birthday or something. He said, I'm just going to have a Budweiser for my birthday. And he had that one Budweiser, and his wife sent me a message and said that one Budweiser took him right back to where he was at, and now he can't take care of himself at all. He drinks every single day until he blacks out. He's going to the bathroom on himself. He throws up every morning. Like his whole entire life fell apart. Sober for 30 years. One beer. The decision to drink one beer threw it all out the window. Triple Hennessy said, what do you do for fun these days, LD, to replace bad habits? I just stay as busy as I possibly can. Spend as much time with my kids as I can. That's really, just spending time with my children. Poo-poo, I've tried to stop alcohol 4 years now. 2023 I was a full year sober. Now it's been over 4 months. Congratulations on 4 months, man. Connie Howden, I drank and smoked so many cigarettes. I now have COPD. I'm so sorry. Guys, I'm going to catch up on these last couple of comments here, and it's time for me to hop off of here. I've got to get off and wash dishes and cook dinner for my family. Kevin, I started the IPA beers, and I developed a problem when I was in my early 20s. The craft beer industry makes it seem like man, you are so right about that. Like you're sophisticated and not or not an alcoholic if you drink IPAs. You're right. Bill Dean, hi LD. Bill from Canada, battling this 35 years. Just hit 300 days sober. Your channel has helped a lot. Thanks. Bill, congratulations on 300 days, my friend. That is so awesome. I understand about the 35 years. Lifetime battle. I'm so glad to hear that you got sober and you got 300 days under your belt. That is so awesome. Homebody, dang, 30 years. What could happen in an instant? Anyone crazy? Yeah, for real. David, temperature is important, though. Nothing is worse than warm beer or hot liquor, especially vodka. I talked about that, 3 weeks ago, David? The video was called Hot Vodka. And I would drink hot vodka if that's all I had. Olivia, what a brutal choice in that story. Yeah. Susan, because I used to drink, now sober 10 years, when I smell it on people, it makes me sick. It's a really strong smell now. I completely understand. Tormented Gamer, good night. Much love. Hey, man, good night you too, man. Much love right back to you, man. Hey, I'm going to reach out to you, brother. If you don't hear from me, man, hit me up, dude. We need to chat soon, man. We need to get our kids together and hang out sometime, man. It's really good to see you, brother. Thank you for hopping on here, Tormented Gamer, man. I miss talking to you every day, man. I miss our morning talks every day. Matthew, much love. Thanks for hopping on today. Stay kind everywhere. Thank you so much, Matthew. You have a great day. Much love to you too. Connie, have a wonderful night. Love you, and thanks again for just being you. Love you too, Connie. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful night too. Julie says, so good to catch a live. Thanks for making my time sitting in the hospital more enjoyable. Julie, I hope things get better, and it's so awesome to have you here today. You're so welcome, and please keep me posted on how you're doing, Julie. Holly, God bless you and everyone in the chat. Much love and blessings. God bless you too, Holly. Thank you so much for being here today. David, thank you for coming on today. LD, much love. Thank you for being here today, David. Much love to you too, brother. Dara G, bye LD. See you on your next video. Hugs from Ontario. Dara, much love to you, my friend, and I'll see you in the next one. Hugs to you from South Carolina. Triple Hennessy, take care, LD. Cheers, chat. Great insight. Thank you so much, Triple Hennessy. I really appreciate you being here. Thanks for all the comments today, man. And talk to you soon. Poo Poo. See you later, Poo Poo. Tormented Gamer, man. I'll talk to you soon, brother. It was really good to see you today. Brooklyn Marie. Bye, LD. Have a great night. You have a great night too, Brooklyn. I really appreciate you being here today. Jeff Griffin. Hey, what's up? Glad I caught you before you got off. Thank you so much, Jeff. I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for hopping on here today. The recording of this will be up in just a little bit. Thank you so much for being here, Jeff. Homebody said, good night, Tormented Gamer. Thank you so much, Homebody. Scott Burge, 19 months sober. Love your channel. Keep it up. Thank you so much, Scott. Congratulations on 19 months. That is awesome. Holly Bueller, LD, get some rest. Take care of you. You remain in my prayers always. Thank you so much, Holly. And all of you will remain in my prayers as well. You take care of yourself too. Craig, glad you hopped on today, LD bro, and everyone. Thank you so much, Craig. I really appreciate you being here today. Susan, love and God bless LD, and God bless God and family. Blessed day. Thank you so much, Susan. I really appreciate that. You have a blessed day as well, and God bless you and your family. Diana D. Cruz, hey from Australia. Hey, Diana, I'm about to hop off of here. You have a great day. Homebody, thank you, LD. See you tomorrow. I hope you will see me tomorrow, Homebody. Thank you so much for being here today. Sending you love, my friend. Diana, just starting my journey. Diana, I hope that I speak to you a whole bunch more here in the near future. Congratulations on just starting your journey. And I hope that you hang out and watch some more videos, my friend. Triple Hennessy, LD is the man who truly cares, which I appreciate. Thank you so much, Triple Hennessy. You the man, too. Angie, love you, LD. Thanks for the live. You're the best. Love you, too, Angie. You're the best as well. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much, Lord Spike Protein. Sending you love, my friend. Thank you so much, Tormented Gamer. Sending you love, brother. I'll talk to you soon. Guillermo, be happy yourself, my friend. Thank you so much for being here. All right, guys. I'm hopping off of here. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining in on this Monday. I really do appreciate it, guys. I'll be doing another live coming up soon. I might do one this weekend, as a matter of fact. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. Thank you so much, Matthew. You guys have a great rest of your day. Everybody, remember, it's just one day at a time. I hope everybody has a sober, wonderful rest of your day. And until tomorrow, I will see you all then. I love you guys so much. Bye-bye.